Defense ready?
I'm not ready, Your Honor.
Why aren't you ready?
I don't have a lawyer.
Why not? Didn't you know your case was set for trial today?
Yes, sir, I knew.
Why then did you not secure counsel and be prepared to go to trial?
I don't have the money. I don't have any money. I want you to appoint somebody that'll represent me.
Come close up, Mr. Gideon. I can't understand you. Understand you, please.
I said I want you to appoint a lawyer to represent me in this trial.
Mr. Gideon, I'm sorry, but I cannot appoint counsel to represent you in this case. Under the laws of the state of Florida, the only time the court can appoint counsel to represent a defendant is when that person has been charged with a capital offense.
I'm entitled to a lawyer.
Let the record show that the defendant asked the court to appoint counsel to represent him in the trial. The court denied the request, informed the defendant that the only time the court could appoint counsel to represent a defendant was in cases where the defendant was charged with a capital offense.
Mr. Wade, what were you doing outside the pool room 5:30 in the morning?
I just come back from a dance down in Apalachicola. I stayed out all night.
You ever been arrested?
Objection.
Sustained.
Well, can I ask him?
About ever being arrested? You can ask him if he's ever been convicted of a felony.
Ever been convicted of a felony?
No, sir.
You know positively that I was carrying a pint of wine?
Yes, sir, I know you was.
How do you know?
Because I seen it in your hand.
Inside the pool room, 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, I just come back from a dance in Apalachicola.
How'd you come back?
In a car with some friends.
Oh. What were their names?
I don't remember now.
You don't remember any of them?
Well, not right now.
Well, can you tell us what kind of car it was?
Yeah, old model Chevrolet.
These, friends of yours. How come they put you off 2 blocks from home when they just driven you 60 miles?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see no
What?
point. Well, I was just gonna hang around there until the pool room opened at 7 o'clock.
Y'all been doing a little drinking that night?
A beer or two.
Where was that?
Apalachicola.
Well, now, Lester, the stores closed at midnight at Apalachicola. When you and your friends got back at 5:30, could you have still been maybe a little bit thirsty? Did you go inside that Bay Harbor pool room?
No, sir.
You didn't come out of there with a 6-pack of beer?
No, sir.
Well, now, you spend a lot of time around the pool hall, do you, Lester?
Some.
Well, now, there's always a lot of advertising boards in the window, aren't there? Now, how could you look in there and see somebody with all those posters?
Well, I did.
And the windows, they're kind of high up. I mean, they're almost too high to see through, aren't they? Now, you did not call the police, then or later.
That's right.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
No, sir. Well, not convicted. Well, I stole a car once and was put on probation.
Now, wait a minute here. At the first trial, when Mr. Gideon asked you if you'd ever been convicted of a felony, you said, "No, sir. Never have." That's a false answer, reflecting on Wade's character and his credibility as a witness.
Not necessarily a false statement.
It is, too.
No, pleading guilty is not the same as being convicted.
Well, it's just exactly the same.